Here with freshman Austin Fehlhafer to talk about what's gone on so far in the first semester and looking forward with this wrestling season. Some people like to have the opportunity to get away from their hometown for college. Talk about your decision being from Seward and deciding to stick around here and go to Concordia.
I like Concordia. I like the campus. As far as the facilities, I figured this is probably the best place around. I mean, basically Nebraska. As far as facilities, they're probably the better place. The coaching staff, I like Dana. Seemed like a good guy, looking for the best out of everybody on the team. So that helped. And then staying around home, I know I like Seward. I mean, at times I'd like to get away, but it always comes back to being at home, and I enjoy that. Being close to my family and all my friends when they come back.
How much pride do you feel being a hometown kid and having your family and fans be able to watch you here in Seward?
It means a lot. I mean, there's a lot coming from just Seward, and then when we have home duels, I mean, I came to a home duel last year and there wasn't near as many people. Just getting the Seward community to know about the Concordia program. I mean, some people didn't even know about we had wrestling here, so that helped out a lot.
Now, Concordia brought wrestling back in 2009 after several years without it. So when you started wrestling, I'm sure as a youngster, there wasn't a program here. But what was your reaction when you first heard that Concordia was getting wrestling?
Well, it was a good opportunity to come watch some upper-level wrestling. I know we try and come up and watch Concordia wrestling as much as we could as little kids. I know me and my dad come up here and check it out because I didn't know if I was going to wrestle in college or go work on cars. So
now this program is in the midst of trying to build towards something special. What excites you about being part of that process?
What excites me the most is just our team. We're a really close team. I mean, everybody knows everybody. We got each other's backs, and I think that's a big advantage in a wrestling team is having that unity. And I think we're gonna do some special things to this team. We're really young, so a lot of improvements are being made so far. So
you obviously had a lot of success at Seward High, setting some school records there and earning runner-up at state championships twice. How did you anticipate the transition moving from high school to college wrestling?
Now, I wasn't sure what to expect at all. I mean, I knew it was going to be way tougher, and so, I mean, I just wrestled my match, and that's all you can really do. Came a lot just coming in here, like in the summer. Came in a couple times, and that was just getting to work with Dana some too, so that helped out.
Now, 12 of your 16 wins so far have come via fall. How have you been able to accomplish that? Is it more a mindset, or has it just been you've been able to execute kind of your game plan?
Yeah, I don't know, just when I go out there and wrestle my match, I find success in just going out there and dominating or trying to just knock them out right away. I mean, not giving them a chance at all. So that's kind of what I try to go for, is just kind of go out there and knock them off their feet so they don't know what to, or they don't expect or anything like that. So, I mean, basically if I can wrestle a match, I try to pin as many people as I can. So
now what's that feeling like when you know you've got someone and you're ultimately able to finish him off with a pin?
Oh, it's a good feeling, I guess. It's hard to explain. It's just one of those feelings, you know. I mean, I've been wrestling since I was like 3 years old, so it's always kind of been there.
Now we have to talk about the Nebraska Kearney Open when you were named the tournament's outstanding wrestler. Talk about what that day was like and how you were able to win the 174-pound title.
It all started out, Dana gave us pretty good pep talk that day, and I was just going out there to wrestle my matches, and it all kind of came together and it worked out, I guess.
What's been the biggest key to your success so far, and did you think you'd be able to have that kind of success early on in your career?
No, I wasn't sure really what to expect. I just knew that, and from everybody telling me that I could do some special things if I put my mind to it, and I just had that mindset and tried my best, and it all came together, and it's a pretty cool day.
Now, you did some great things at Seward High, as mentioned. What kind of goals now do you have for your 4 years at Concordia?
I want to basically just do my best, and I want to try to be a 4-time All-American, and that's one of my main goals there. So just that, I guess.
You're maybe about midway through your freshman season, but what have you enjoyed about it so far?
Probably just our team unity. I mean, everybody on the team, we all get along good, and this is probably one of the closest teams I've had, and that's real cool. So it's been fun that way.
What was the experience like for you and the team going to Vegas and wrestling in the desert duels there?
No, that was kind of a fun deal. Coach said, hey, we're going to go to Vegas and wrestle some matches. We're going to have fun. We're going to wrestle, but we're going to have fun. So it was just kind of not laid back, but it was more of a fun trip. He wanted us to enjoy it and kind of take our minds off of everything else for a second and just go out and wrestle and have some fun, to come back for regionals and nationals and see what we can do there.
Now, getting away from the mat, your bio says that you enjoy wakeboarding, hunting, and fishing. What's the best story you have from those experiences?
Well, I don't know if it's a best story, but it was actually this summer. I was wakeboarding with some buddies, and I was trying to attempt a backflip, and I ended up tearing my meniscus in my right knee, and that was a text message to Dana that I had to send, and that wasn't very fun. I was kind of nervous to send that text to tell him that I was getting knee surgery the next day, but he just said I'd come back and do what you can to get better and see what we can do for the season. But
and how much did that set you back? Obviously, you were able to get healthy in time for the season, but
yeah, it didn't set me back a whole lot. I mean, there was a little bit of lifting I kind of missed out on this summer, but it was just a meniscus tear, so it was only like a 3-4 week deal, and I could basically be lifting again. So it wasn't a major setback, but something I wasn't planned. So
last thing, Coach Vogt says you work all the time outside of school and athletics. Talk about your job. I'm assuming it's working on cars.
Yep. My parents own the Midwest Automotive and Nap store here in Seward, and basically when I'm not at school or wrestling, I'm not studying or anything, I'm going to work, and I enjoy that. It was actually kind of a hard decision whether to come wrestle or go work on cars, because I basically grew up in the shop with my dad, and that was just always been in my blood, same with wrestling. So it was kind of a big decision for me whether to go do that or go wrestle, but this way it's kind of working out because I can come wrestle, and then when I'm not wrestling or studying or going to school, I'm there working. So actually I'm about to go there now, so